Right now, keeping our community safe. We catch up with Dane County's first human trafficking detective.
Plus, how the latest findings on classified documents is raising broader questions on Capitol Hill.
And we are watching some snow spreading to southern Wisconsin. It'll be pretty steady throughout the morning and more snow chances throughout the week.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to News 3 Now. This morning, we made it to Wednesday, January 25th. I'm Josh Breiter.
And I'm Shane Hogan. Chris Stanford has the day off this morning.
We start with Kelly Slifka on that first warn weather forecast because we're tracking snow. And I mean, this is going to be multiple days of this system here.
Yeah, it's just going to be, it's not real heavy snow at any given time, but it's just going to continuously add up. And we've got some of that spreading into southern Wisconsin, especially in Rock County toward Janesville. Let's take a look at some of the cameras, and we're starting to see that snow come down at a pretty good clip. So traveling down to the south on I-90, you're going to run into some problems once you hit the Rock County line there. Right now, Madison's still okay, but pretty steady snows as you cross the border there in parts of Illinois. So eventually that's going to spread to the north, a lot lighter here in the Madison area. So once again, it's not going to be real heavy, but we will see pretty steady light snows throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon. Right now, winter weather advisories down to our south in Rock and Walworth counties in effect until 3 o'clock. An inch or two of snow expected down to the south. Winds are out of the east now, wrapping around our storm system. Temperatures up upper 20s to near 30, not moving much today. So light snow continued, generally 1 inch of accumulation, but we are looking at some snow. If you are headed off to the bus stop this morning, temperatures in the upper 20s. Still some snow showers headed home, low 30s.
All right, Kelly, thank you. At 6:01, we want to take a live look at the Wisconsin 511 map at this hour. This is what we are tracking as far as those slippery conditions this morning with that snow moving in. You can see the pink lines, a lot of that across the News 3 Now viewing area. That is slippery stretches. We are dealing with some icy conditions out there. Green means go. That's good winter driving out there. So we're seeing a little bit of everything out there right now as that snow continues to move in, especially later on today and throughout the next couple of days. We imagine that there will be a lot of updates on this map too.
Yeah, maybe give yourself a little extra time as you head out the door this morning. 6:01, the reality of human trafficking here in Dane County is being highlighted by survivors, activists, and concerned residents.
The issue taking center stage during a Public Protection and Judiciary Committee meeting. McKenna Alexander caught up with the county's first human trafficking detective to learn how he's working to keep our community safe.
One dedicated member of law enforcement is simply not enough in a county this big to confront a problem of this severity.
Personal testimony, state statistics, and a call for action are just some of the topics presented by Dane County residents during a Tuesday night meeting. The open forum, hosted by the Public Protection and Judiciary Committee, centered on the issue of human trafficking in Dane County. Before this summer, efforts to combat the issue were not fully funded, but an additional $120,000 a year allowed the county to hire a full-time human trafficking detective. Filling that role is Detective Driton Lazami, who says, given the nature of trafficking, the past 6 months have been nothing short of busy.
So I've had a situation where I've talked with a survivor thinking we're going to talk about certain trafficker, and then in addition to that trafficker, I come out with 2 more. So that adds some more to my caseload, expands your investigation.
Since taking on the role of human trafficking detective, Lazami says one of the biggest struggles he's faced in combating this issue is a lack of reporting.
Part of it has to do with the history of the survivor, their experiences they've had with law enforcement, which at times are not on good terms, so to speak. Also, part of it has to do with the fear they have from the trafficker.
While progress is already being made in the fight against human trafficking, Lazami does say a crime analyst and in-house advocate would help further his efforts, suggestions that were brought forth during Tuesday's meeting. For now, Lazami is continuing to be motivated by the goal of helping make Dane County a safer place for everyone. In Madison for News 3 Now, I'm McKenna Alexander.
To learn more about human trafficking resources in our area, you can visit our website, channel3000.com.
An update this morning, the Grant County Sheriff's Office says it is running out of credible leads as it continues to search for a missing man. 34-year-old Ronald Henry was last seen in early December at a home in rural Platteville. Since then, numerous law enforcement agencies, along with family members and friends, have searched for him without luck. In an update, the Grant County Sheriff said while the investigation is still active, his agency is running out of leads and is asking members of the public to share any information they may have.
La Crosse police are asking the public for help to locate a missing 37-year-old woman. A missing endangered person alert sent by the state's Crime Alert Network says police are looking for Jennifer L. Peterson. She was last seen on September 27th in La Crosse. That's where she was living at the time. The alert says she has mentioned relocating and has a history of living in several counties in Wisconsin as well as throughout the country. Her family and law enforcement are concerned for her safety. Anyone with information is asked to contact La Crosse police.
This morning, a new twist in the classified documents saga. Materials marked classified were found at former Vice President Mike Pence's private home. According to Pence's lawyer, a small number of documents bearing classified markings were found at the former VP's home in Indiana. This after attorneys swept the property out of an abundance of caution. The lawyer says the documents were inadvertently boxed and transported there at the end of the last administration, but once found were placed in a safe until FBI agents came to the Indiana residence a few days later to collect them. The latest revelation is raising broader questions on Capitol Hill.
Clearly, we've got a problem here. Count me in for getting this fixed.
Special counsels have already been appointed to examine the Biden and Trump situations. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says members are working on bipartisan legislation dealing with classified documents.
Right now, a Wisconsin judge is considering whether to make clear that local election officials can accept absentee ballots with missing parts of a witness address. It's the latest legal fight where Republicans oppose the acceptance of partial addresses. Wisconsin law says if the witness address is missing, the ballot cannot be counted. But state law does not define what constitutes missing. The bipartisan Wisconsin Elections Commission hasn't said what constitutes a missing address, but it has issued guidance saying it must contain 3 elements. Those are a street number, a street name, and a municipality.
Fitchburg police have arrested a man who they say was intoxicated and led officers on a chase. Police say 34-year-old Alexander Sandoval of Oregon was involved in a hit-and-run crash Saturday on Nesbitt Road. While officers were investigating, police say Sandoval drove past the scene. They tried to stop him, but he allegedly refused and sped away. Authorities had to use a tire deflation device, and the vehicle eventually came to a stop. But police say he then tried to run away. He eventually surrendered. Sandoval faces charges of operating while intoxicated, his 4th offense.
People in Richland Center want to do something for the leader of an animal rescue who lost everything in a fire. Just a few days ago, the fire destroyed Judy Elliott's home. It also killed more than 20 animals that she was caring for. Elliott is the head of Richland Center Rescue. She's doing okay health-wise, but still needs a lot of support. Since that fire, at least 3 businesses in the Richland Center area have started fundraising efforts of their own. A friend of Elliott's has also worked with the People's Community Bank in town to set up a beneficiary account that anyone can contribute to. The donated money will go directly to Elliott. She lost all of her clothes, family heirlooms, and more, but that's not her biggest concern.
Losing the house wouldn't have bothered Judy too much. You know, it's just material, and she's never been about the material things. It was more of the losing the animals, which is just going to be so hard for her. She's so selfless.
Elliott's niece also set up a GoFundMe page to raise money to replace what was lost. You can find that on our website at channel3000.com. 6:08 coming up this morning, we hear from the Badger women's hockey team after a big weekend sweep, how they're looking to use that momentum going forward.
And if you like your tacos with a twist, you're going to want to try this Restaurant Week newcomer, how local ingredients are bringing top-notch flavor to the table in the 6:08.
Ashley's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late to our warehouse and must be sold. This is your chance to save as much as 85% while it lasts. Save 55% instantly on this Ashley Sleep Hybrid mattress, now just $5.99. Only at Ashley.
Wisconsin. It's easy to take for granted how we warm up. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? For many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Low E has hurt my ability to perform.
He hasn't been able to make the bed in years.
Now there's hope. Now through January 31st, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023 in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone with tons of equipment to get you energized.
Low E, not for me.
Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Tuesday, January 31st.
Summer's coming, and so are those warm, relaxing weekends. No matter where your adventures take you, we've got you covered at the new Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29 at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Whether you're staying at a vacation rental, towing a teardrop trailer to sleep under the stars, or heading to a beloved family cabin, you'll find everything for your getaway lifestyle at the Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29, Alliant Energy Center. Every weekend should be this fun.
DePaco Credit Union protects your well-being, supports you through life's many surprises. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Get an Escape, Edge, or Explorer SUV with 0% APR financing for 36 months, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's $14 million sell-off is happening now. Millions of dollars worth of product arrived late and must be sold. Whirlpool microwaves now just $199. Amana washer and dryer pairs now just $9.99. At Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley off the Beltline in East Springs Drive.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
We are back at 6:11. Restaurant Week is well underway in the 608 this morning, and now we're giving you an opportunity to go inside another local business happy to be taking part this year. Here's a look at what Bandit is bringing to the table. It is our favorite week here. We're talking about Madison Restaurant Week, and this is my first time in Bandit Tacos. We're talking with Gil Altschul this morning. And Gil, I mean, you guys have an amazing, really unique space here.
Yeah, thank you. It's definitely been a plan like developing over the last better part of a decade, thanks to the owner of the property, Roger Charlie, and just a bunch of hard work.
So you guys are excited. This will be your first Madison Restaurant Week for Bandit.
Yep, absolutely. Really excited to get some new faces in the door, kind of get some exposure and show people what we're doing.
What are you guys all about here at Bandit?
The heart and soul of what we do is fresh nixtamalized corn tortillas. So we source corn from Mexico, and we started getting some corn from Wisconsin as well. We nixtamalize it, which is the process of breaking it down. We grind it, and we knock out fresh tortillas every day. And we even got a board up here. Each about weekly, we change the variety of corn you're going to be getting with your tortillas, so something new all the time.
I like how you mentioned Wisconsin because we love local, right?
Absolutely, yeah. A ton of our food comes locally. The corn is something, there's obviously great corn in Mexico that we're starting to get more from Wisconsin, but we've got a great partner that sources from small farmers around Mexico, pays, fair wages for their crops and distributes to people like us.
You have great food, but it's also the atmosphere that really brings a lot of energy here.
Great space, a lot of great light. We've got a patio out there too. We'll have seats right on the bike path in the summertime. We're going to start having DJs on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, so just kind of good vibes, happy hour deals, stuff like that.
What are you most excited for with Restaurant Week?
Again, I think, we put a lot of time and energy into what we're doing here every day, and I'm just excited to get the word out and get some new people in the door and kind of share what we're doing with them.
What can people expect on the menu? We'll taste a little bit coming up here in a little bit, but what are really people going to find?
Yeah, for sure. So everybody's going to start their meal with some escabeche, some kind of slightly spicy pickled vegetables, their choice of 1 of 4 salsas, some guacamole, and then any 2 tacos or tostadas off our menu, plus dessert, which would be a choice of churros, tres leches cake, or this Mexican hot chocolate called champurrado.
All right, well, Gil, thank you so much for having us in. Looking forward to doing a little tasting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Madison Restaurant Week runs through Friday. Some are even extending it on into the weekend. We've posted links with more information on who's participating on channel3000.com.
That place looks delicious. Adding to the list of places I still need to check out here in town.
It's super unique because they have tacos and coffee.
Yeah,
so the
two
best
of my favorite things for sure. Got to check it out.
You sure
All right,
should.
well, remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email for a chance to be featured.
All right, coming up on 6:15 now, Kelly Slifka keeping an eye on Doppler track. Kelly, what are we seeing out there?
Yeah, the snow has really picked up in intensity here in the Janesville area, down to the south of Madison. So headed southbound on I-90, you're going to encounter some slippery roads because the snow is starting to accumulate on the roads down in Janesville. So some moderate snow here in Rock County, not quite as heavy over toward Monroe. But now Madison, we're still waiting for it, but it's knocking on our door right along the county line. We're starting to see some of those flurries move on in. Pretty steady snows, though, across northern Illinois, and that's where they really will see some impacts throughout the morning hours into the early afternoon. Therefore, they do have that winter weather advisory in effect until 3 o'clock, including Brock, and also Walworth County does not include the Madison area or to the north. So we're going to see some pretty steady snows this morning, more scattered this afternoon, about an inch generally across the area, maybe upwards of 2 inches as you get closer to the border, the Illinois border. But we have more snow showers tomorrow and Friday, maybe picking up another inch again on Saturday, maybe picking up another inch or two. So we've got rounds of some snow headed our way, and eventually some bitter cold is going to follow as we start to close off that snow machine by the end of the weekend. Temperatures right now close to 30 across the area, so not too bad for this time of the morning. 30 right now in Madison at the airport, 28 in Oregon, Belleville at 29. 30 in Stoughton and also Rockdale, Cottage Grove, currently 29, Sun Prairie 28. So the snow pretty steady throughout the morning hours. It will be impacting the rush hours here pretty soon in the Madison area. Then it starts to spread a little further toward the north as you get toward the noon hour, pretty steady from Madison areas down to the south. Becomes more scattered in the afternoon. Still could see some minor accumulation in the afternoon and evening as we'll continue to see some snow showers wrapping in on the backside of that system. I'm expecting about an inch in the Madison area, maybe 1-2 inches down to the south. So we're going to see some minor accumulation, but still some snow showers expected on Thursday. Here's another computer model. Once again, about an inch in the Madison area, 1 to 2 inches down to the south. So we've got pretty steady snows headed our way for the morning hours, for the morning commute. The roads might get a little bit slippery and snow covered. Flurry or two tomorrow. Another chance of maybe an inch or so on Friday. Some more accumulation Saturday. That's when we'll really start to see that cold air settle in, and it really bottoms out next week. High temperatures in the teens, overnight lows in the single numbers, if not below zero.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Here's Sports Director Zach Hanley with your morning sports.
For the first time in 2023, it was a good weekend for the Wisconsin women's hockey team. Not only did they snap their 5-game skid, but they earned their first sweep since the first time they faced Minnesota State back in early December. Their goaltender play was great. They saw the puck go in the net and earned 2 wins. So you could say the mood around the Bond was a lot different than it's been over the past few weeks.
After you lose 5 games in a row, nobody gets comfortable. Everybody gets, angry and ornery. It's like waking up Monday and you have to go to work and you don't really feel like going to work. But we played well. Kids scored goals. Kid made good plays, and they should feel good about the effort.
Sure, it felt like a weight off their shoulders, a weight off my shoulders too, knowing that we could gain a bit of a lead. No, I'm just happy for them. We could put the puck in the net.
Top 2 teams in the Big 8 going at it in girls basketball. Sun Prairie West hosting Verona. Wildcats up 3 early, and Marie Outlay, channeling her inner Aaron Rodgers, drops a dime to Antonique Austin, who lays it up and in to cut the lead to 1. But that's the closest they'd get because Verona amped up the D. Taylor Stremlow picks the pocket and scores for 2 of her game-high 32 points. The future Hawkeye was also in a giving mood. Later in the half, she drives and dishes it to Reagan Briggs, who dials one up from D. Briggs finished with 31. Verona moves to 13-0 in conference play with an 86-63 win. Down in the Rock Valley, McFarland hosting Edgerton in a battle of the conference's top 2 teams. Jump to the second half, Spartans up and adding to their lead. Adrian Kirch to the cup for 2+1 to make it an 11-point game. The Crimson Tide, though, would battle back. Shannon Roosh gonna step through for the easy deuce. She had 11. Edgerton would cut it to 6, but Tegan Mullaney wouldn't be denied on her birthday. 30 points, 21 rebounds, 6 assists, and a 10-point win that puts McFarland alone at the top of the Rock Valley standings. As noted by all these question marks, we still don't know where or if Aaron Rodgers will be playing next season. As he would say, his future is a beautiful mystery. Rodgers is due $60 million next year from a franchise that drafted him. That is, though, if the Packers are going to keep him. The latest chatter is Green Bay is going to trade their quarterback for 2 first-round draft picks. For now, though, we'll just continue to wait for a decision. But A-Raj did say on the Pat McAfee Show on Tuesday he'd love to retire as a Packer.
I'd love to finish there. I would. And I might have finished there. You know, who knows? But when I talk about my future, I don't talk in any cryptic terms. You know, I'm pretty direct about how I feel, and I am taking time with my decision. And I am, you know, not, you know, egomaniacal in a sense to think that, you know, I should be able to play wherever I want as long as I want.
Back to you.
6:20 right now. Coming up, hippos and birthday cake. The video you just have to see this morning.
Plus, a conviction for the former Badger football player for first-degree homicide. We'll share what comes next for Marcus Randall in our next half hour.
Watch News 3 now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
My name is Mike Williams. I've been driving school bus off and on for 21 years. Here at our terminal, we're kind of like a family too. Somebody has an issue with a bus, other people kick in and help and get the job done.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Hey, do you want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Bob's presents 2023 Furniture Resolutions. Resolution number 7, dream big. Ask what your mattress can do for you. Can it give you Bob's comfort and quality for hundreds less than the national brands? We're talking $5.99, people. Does it boast charcoal gel memory foam perfection, a hybrid inner spring plus foam option, and a 15-year warranty? Is it shipped to you in a convenient box or set up in your home with free mattress removal? Dream big with my Bobapedic Prize mattress. Bob's Discount Furniture. Furniture solutions to your resolutions.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
When the weather gets cold, springs break.
Fixing broken garage doors, that's all we do here at Precision.
Our vehicles are literally like a warehouse on wheels. We can fix a broken spring the same day and get you on your way.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Cobison Buses, now hiring.
Working with Cobison, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. If you do need time off, they work around you. They definitely try to make it a company that's based for you.
Visit Cobison.com to apply.
Welcome back, 6:23 on a Wednesday morning. Linda sharing her morning with us. Look at that nice shot.
That's beautiful, as our very own Leah Lynchide would say. That's a stunner.
That is a stunner.
That's beautiful.
A little color here in the morning. Linda, thank you so much for sharing. Please send in your photos. We're getting a little short on our My Morning, so if you want to send us.
Yeah, we did. We did get a new one from Linda that we'll have to feature coming up. I won't give it away, but it's a good shot.
Linda, and we got a couple of Kevins that like to send in. So yeah, keep sending those photos in so we can share them around this time every morning. All right, trending right now. What do hippos and birthday cake have in common? Well, they like to enjoy it as well on their big day.
Now, you got to watch this. This is Fiona. She's at the Cincinnati Zoo, and this week she turned 6 and got a special surprise with a birthday cake, of course. Here she is, chowing down. Yeah, see there. Well, there's some lettuce. This is not a great cake. I'm sure she is in love with it. But,
obviously, the lettuce is really good to Fiona because that's what she went to first. A lot of times I skip right over that and go to the good stuff.
It looks like she has in the past as well. That's a big girl. Healthy.
I attended an event over the weekend for UW Badgers volleyball, and they had the cake sitting on the table. It was a brunch that I was at, and I ate the cake before I had my brunch because it was sitting there right in front of me.
Josh, Fiona, Josh.
I know, seriously.
Lovers of cake all around.
Fiona's my spirit animal.
Big.
Big, I know.
Big spirit animal.
How's that snow going?
Well, we've got the snow starting to spread in, especially down to the south. In Janesville, it's been picking up. Some of the roads are getting snow covered, even I-90. So if you are traveling south of Madison, it looks like it's starting to spread into southeastern parts of Dane County as well. So be on the lookout for that this morning. Pretty steady snows this morning. Gradually becoming more scattered into the afternoon as the winds will switch around the north. But we are looking at maybe an inch of snow for the Madison area, maybe upwards of 2 inches in the Janesville area. So the roads may become a little bit slick here fairly shortly in the Madison area. 1 to 2 inches, heaviest amounts down the south. Flurry chance tomorrow, but another chance of some snow showers, some minor accumulation Friday. A little bit more accumulation on Saturday before temperatures really drop in the teens next week.
Okay, Kelly, we'll keep an eye on that all morning. We're back in just a few minutes.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
What do you mean the connecting rooms were not confirmed?
Exactly, not confirmed.
We need to be able to see our kids.
Oh, you'll be able to see them.
When you want your kids in a room that's actually connecting, it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
A must in your medicine cabinet. Less sick days.
Cold coming on? Zicam is the #1 cold shortening brand.
Highly recommended.
Zyfans love Zicam's unique zinc formula.
It shortens colds.
Zicam Zinc That Cold.
A New Day boutique. Modern and chic women's clothing, jewelry, shoes, and accessories in a unique one-stop shop. Stop in today. East Johnson Street, Madison.
So I just started this new trapeze class and...
Whoa, the new iPhone is here.
I know, right? The ultimate iPhone. US Cellular paid for mine and I was already a customer.
The new iPhone is here.
Right, and you'd be smart to get it at US Cellular. They have price protection, so you know your rate won't go up.
Now, new and current customers can get the amazing iPhone 14 Pro or any iPhone on us.
Okay, I'll just wait here and watch your donut.
At US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Spark inspiration at the Build and Remodel Expo. Chat with local experts showcasing the latest innovations in home building and remodeling. Browse kitchen, bath, and new home construction trends. Visit buildremodelexpo.com for more information.
DePaco Credit Union protects your well-being.
support you through life's many surprises. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Right now, a murder conviction for Marcus Randall L. We'll share what's next in the case for the former Badger football player.
Plus, state of the state, what Governor Evers has to say about where Wisconsin stands this morning and the Republicans' response.
And the snow is picking up in intensity just to the south of Madison toward Janesville. We've got some snow-covered roads down to the south.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Shane Hogan, in for Chris Stanford this morning.
And I'm Josh Ryder.
Ready to cut me right off.
I am ready to attack this day. I'm also really tired this morning, so that could be a little bit with it. Hey, but you're really busy. You're staying busy at the Weather Center because we've got some snow.
Yeah, we got some snow. It's really been picking up in intensity, especially areas to the south in Janesville and Rock County. Coming down at a pretty good clip, and it's starting to accumulate on the roads. So they're reporting even on I-90, Highway 51 down in the south that are reporting some snow-covered and slippery roads toward Janesville, starting to creep into southern parts of Dane County, up towards Stoughton. Some lighter snow moving on in as well. Winter weather advisories down in the south, maybe 1-2 inches of snow in Rock County over to Walworth County. This is in effect until 3 o'clock, as we'll continue to see some pretty steady snow throughout the morning. Temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30. Some of the roads may be a little bit slick here shortly in the Madison area as well. So that'll be the case throughout the afternoon hours, as we will see some on and off snow showers. Want to get to the traffic. Right now in Madison, we're not seeing too many delays. Obviously, the roads are still in pretty good condition, but as mentioned, we do have snow-covered roads reported on 51 and I-39, so we are seeing some yellow showing up on some of those roads. So just be a little bit cautious this morning as you're headed out the door.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Remember, you can always stay on top of those changing conditions here with the Wisconsin winter. Just download the First Warn Weather and Traffic app. You can find the up-to-date radar and also the traffic maps right there on your phone.
Justice for Brittany McAdory and Sierra Winchester of Janesville this morning as a jury convicted former Badger Marcus Randall L. of first-degree homicide on Tuesday. The two women were shot and killed almost 3 years ago. Our Catherine Merck covered this trial extensively and shows us what to expect going forward.
We'll learn the sentence for Marcus Randall L. on May 3rd. That's when the judge set the date for the sentencing to take place.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Marcus Randall L., guilty of first-degree intentional homicide.
Marcus Randall L. held his head in his hands as he heard the verdict read. Guilty on all 4 charges after just 2 hours of jury deliberation. Here's what we heard from both sides in their final closing arguments on Tuesday afternoon.
The state cannot connect Mr. Randall L. to the shooting, only the Jeep. That requires not guilty verdicts on counts 1 and 2.
You have the girls picking him up at Midvale. You have the defendant in the Jeep all the way until it's bombed out. All of that points to the defendant committing this crime.
Right now on our website at channel3000.com, we've been covering this trial since its first day. You can take a look back at all the witness testimony, the evidence that was presented, and the final jury verdict. Reporting in Janesville, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
In Dane County, state law enforcement agent Mark Wagner has pleaded not guilty in the shooting of Quadron Wilson. Wagner is facing 1 charge of recklessly endangering safety after investigators determined he shot at Wilson during an attempted arrest last February. Wagner's attorney argues he thought Wilson was shooting at him, but the investigation found Wilson was not armed during the incident. Wagner will be back in court in March.
6:33 now. U.S. Marshals are now involved in the search for a 29-year-old man wanted in connection to a deadly shooting on Madison's north side last summer. Charvis Blue is charged with first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime. The shooting killed 18-year-old Laren Bynum of Milwaukee. He was found dead inside a stolen vehicle. An arrest warrant has been out for Blue since October, but he has not been arrested. If you have any information, you can call Area Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. That's 608-266-6014.
More than $6,000 worth of lottery tickets were stolen Saturday from a gas station on Madison's north side. Police say it happened just before 9 p.m. at the BP gas station on North Sherman Avenue. One man allegedly ordered an employee to the ground at gunpoint, and the other man stole from the register. No injuries were reported, and so far no arrests have been made. You can make sure to stay up to date with the latest details on these developing stories by downloading the Channel 3000 mobile app. As we learn new information from authorities, we push that breaking news right to your phone.
The governor touted what he'd like to see his administration achieve over the next 4 years in office. All of these topics were touched on during the governor's State of the State speech Tuesday evening. Will Keneally has the details this morning.
Well, I am proud to say that the state of our state is much different today.
It was a dual-purpose address for the governor. He wanted to show Wisconsin how he has righted the ship in the last 4 years, but also make a pitch for new policy in the next 4. Part of that is spending.
So no, our current system is not sustainable. For years, communities have raised their own property taxes to keep their local schools afloat.
Politicians are debating right now how to spend the state's record-setting budget surplus. Republicans heard too much spending from the governor tonight.
Boy, he sure is trying to spend a lot of money.
Republicans have been pushing to use the state's budget surplus on a flat tax, but Evers says that is a non-starter.
We need to bolster the middle class. We need to maintain our economy's momentum. And we need to reduce barriers to work and recruit and retain talent to address our state's workforce challenges.
But that frustrated Republicans.
I would say this is a typical Tony Evers, very liberal, a little bit more than he knows Republicans would ever accept. And once again, only talking to one side of the room. He didn't really spend much time talking to the whole room.
Mental health deals with everybody here, you know, not just this side also.
The governor declared 2023 the year of mental health, an annual policy focus for his administration.
We cannot look back 2 years from now as we prepare the next budget and wonder whether we should have done more and sooner to take good care of our mental health.
Now, as Evers prepares his budget for February, there may be room for common ground.
Let's find common ground. I'm announcing tonight that I will work together on a budget provision that will send a total of up to 20% of the state's sales tax revenue back to our local communities for shared revenue.
That was our political reporter, Will Keneally, reporting. Republicans have said that they would be increasing shared revenue and open to that, but with some reforms. More details will come when the governor delivers his budget address in February. 6:36 now. UW system officials say they will ban the use of TikTok on system devices. It comes after nearly half of the states nationwide have blocked the popular social media app. Earlier this month, Governor Evers banned its use on state-owned devices, citing potential risks to privacy, safety, and security, but the order did not apply to the UW system. 6:37 now. We want to take a live look at the roads. This is a look at Rock County in Janesville. A look from the Wisconsin DOT cameras. You can see the snow is coming down. So we're starting to see that snow that we've been talking about for many days here. Moving into southern Wisconsin, it's going to have an impact on your travel. Kelly will have the latest storm track and the latest on your traffic coming up.
And several states are experiencing their own severe weather today. What local authorities are saying this morning.
At Stanton Optical, independent eye doctors are available for eye exams whenever you need one. You should have seen me before I got mine. You're so quiet. Are you mad at me? Book your free same-day eye exam at Stanton Optical today.
Dude, you coming? Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max gels with more concentrated power. Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz with Alka-Seltzer Plus. Also tried for fast sinus and pain relief.
Lake Ridge may be a new name, but it isn't a new bank. It's one built on over a century of community commitment. One equipped with all the knowledge and resources of 145 collective years of experience. Monona Bank and State Bank of Cross Plains are coming together as one. As Lake Ridge Bank, we're doing more together. For you.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
For over 50 years, Purina Cat Chow has been helping cats feel at home with trusted nutrition. No wonder it's the #1 dry cat food in America. Come home to Cat Chow.
Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. We did the math, people. For $79, you get all this. That costs over $400 at Lens Crafters, over $200 at Walmart, and over $150 at America's Best. When it comes to value, Stanton Optical is the top bird.
Is your phone listening? If you've ever suddenly seen new ads or pages on your phone's browser and apps that seem tailored to your recent private conversations, does it make you think about who might be listening?
I'll take a deep dive to discover who could be listening through your phone and show you steps to protect yourself and your privacy.
Keeping your private conversations private. Thursday on News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back, 6:40 on a Wednesday morning. Madison Restaurant Week is well underway in the 608 right now. So many great choices this year. And this morning we're taking you inside another local business happy to be taking part this year. Here's a look at what Bandit is bringing to the table, a little taste. So we gave you your first look at Bandit in the last segment, and now it's time for our favorite part. The tasting, of course.
All right.
Gil, what do we have on the table here today?
We got a little bit of everything. So like I said, we're going to start with some offerings. So we've got our house-made escabeche. It's got some different seasonal pickled vegetables in it. A bag of tortilla chips from La Zapata Tortilleria. They actually make our chips for us with Wisconsin nixtamalized corn. Guac. And I gave you 3 different salsas for the restaurant week diners. You just choose one. But we've got a habanero, a roja, and a verde. We got our churros for dessert, and then 2 tacos. This one's our signature bandito. It's pork shoulder rubbed with coffee, pasilla chilies, cocoa nibs, and brown sugar, topped with some pickled melon, onion, and cilantro. And then this one's a really fun one, too. This is our Vitruvian Farms oyster mushroom taco. So it starts with some chimichurri, some pea shoots, also grown by Vitruvian Farms, the roasted oyster mushrooms, a salsa matcha, and some queso fresco, like a lot going on. And obviously right on top of our fresh tortillas that you just saw us knocking out.
Yeah, fresh and local. I like how you guys are really behind that.
Absolutely. You know, it's one thing that's important to us. I know we're we're like a counter service concept. You know, we want people to have a nice, fast, casual concept, but there's no difference in the work and love we put into sourcing all the products here from a lot of the better restaurants in town. You know, I mean, we work with local farms, local farmers, you know, best product we can get our hands on.
And this is really an opportunity for people to come in and try something new, too.
Absolutely, yeah, and a whole bunch of it, for sure. So we're doing the lunch for $20 or 2 people for dinner for $40. So we got margaritas on tap, Palomas on tap, slushy machines, coffee, good beer selection, so got you covered.
All right, Gil, so it always comes down to this for me. I love some good food. So which one am I biting into again?
That's our oyster mushroom, Vitruvian Farms oyster mushroom taco.
All right, here we go. Very good.
Yeah, it's a lot of different things going on, right? For sure.
So if people are interested, what do they need to know this week?
So we're doing lunch and dinner. Like I said, $20 for lunch, 2 people for dinner for $40. We're open every day, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can check out our menu online at bandit-tacos.com. We don't answer the phone, so online's the way to go.
Online is the way to go. Well, Gil, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
For sure, yeah. Thanks for coming in.
You bet. Happy eating.
Absolutely.
She did it. Oh, Director Sue, I knew she was going to do that to me. I knew how messy that second bite got.
Just hold that close up.
Just hold
an extra second too long.
Just all over the place.
I will say, though, a little jealous. That looked delicious.
It's so good. Just a very unique spot. Just different flavors, but also the atmosphere there, too. If you haven't been there, it's right next to the Harvey House on West Washington Avenue, right next to the commuter path. It's an old train station, so it has that feel. Cool. You saw that sign in there. It's just super neat. So the atmosphere, the food, it's all really good.
Got to check it out, for sure.
Madison Restaurant Week runs through Friday. You can find links to who's participating on channel3000.com.
And remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email for a chance to be featured. All right, 6:44 now. Millions of Americans are under a tornado watch in the Gulf states today. Powerful tornadoes left a path of destruction in multiple communities near Houston yesterday, ripping the roofs off of homes and businesses and downing trees and power lines.
Like chaos and very loud. The metal was crashing, the glass was breaking out. It was extremely loud.
In other parts of the state, strong winds and heavy rains brought on flooding. Luckily, though, authorities say there have been no deaths so far, but more than 50,000 Texans are still without power.
Big system, Kelly, impacting millions of Americans this morning, and we're getting the snow side of things.
Yeah, we're getting the colder side of it, but this was that system that produced all that tornadic activity in Texas and the lower Mississippi Valley and ongoing into the southeast today. On the backside, we're on the cold side, obviously. It's going to track right across the Ohio Valley. We're on the northern fringe of it. Actually, a lot of our weather later today is actually going to come from the system up to our north. Down in the south, though, in northern Illinois and Chicago, really going to get pounded with some pretty good snows today. So if you're traveling to the south, be on the lookout for that. Now, this morning, we're already getting that snow, the heavier snow moving through Janesville on I-90 there, headed into southern parts of Dane County, South Madison, seeing that snow. But been picking up some pretty good snows here in the Janesville areas. Even I-90 is reported to be snow-covered and slippery. Some of that is extending now into southern Dane County as well, as it's just starting to spread into the downtown area of Madison, continuing to lift up toward DeForest. Now, we have the snow today. Not as great of a chance tomorrow for any accumulating snow, probably just flurries. Might be some accumulation on Friday and even a little bit more on Saturday. And it looks like it's going to be definitely a wintry pattern, not only the snow, but eventually the cold is going to move in as well. Now, today we do have the winter weather advisory in effect until 3 o'clock for Rock, and also Walworth County does not affect Madison, but some of those roads this morning may be a little bit slick. We're looking at maybe about an inch for most areas with the snow. Pretty steady this morning, becoming more scattered this afternoon. More snow showers tomorrow, and on Friday could be picking up another inch of snow or so, and then the bitter cold comes in. It looks like this weekend and also next week. So pretty steady snows this morning for southern areas of the state. As we go through the noon hour, it should start to break up in intensity, or at least become more scattered as that wind switches around the north. But as mentioned, some of the roads may be slick, at least in some spots throughout the day, just simply because we'll continue to see at least some of this lighter snow. Not a whole lot this morning, but I would expect maybe 1-2 inches down here to the south, maybe an inch in the Madison area before things start to wind down. So we got the snow today, inch, maybe 2 to the south, flurry chance tomorrow. More accumulating snow on Friday and even a little bit more on Saturday. That's going to be that dry, fluffy snow because it's going to be so cold, and the temperatures just continue to drop next week. Afternoon highs only in the teens and overnight lows in the single numbers, even below 0.
All right, Kelly, thank you. 6:47 coming up in the morning sprint. Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers taking his talents to the Lynx.
But first, we want to say happy birthday to Barrett and all the kiddos out there turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us here on News 3 Now this morning.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
With Pick and Save Fresh Perks, it's easy to get lower than low prices for the win. Earn fuel points on every purchase and save up to $1 a gallon at the pump. With Pick and Save fuel points, all you do is win big savings. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Menards is your bathroom headquarters. Delta bathtubs and showers are built for style, design, and durability. Whether you prefer a traditional style or something modern, Delta is the way to go. Get this Delta High-Croft shower for just $549.99. Add warmth and beauty to your home with carpet from Shaw. Huntington carpet is soft and luxurious. Get yours today for just 79 cents per square foot. Plus, receive free carpet pad with a purchase of woven back carpet at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Hi, I'm Tim O'Brien, owner of The Healthy Place. I'm excited to tell you about our new Wild Theory CBD products that will get you high fives from everyone you know. Wild Theory's new groundbreaking formula has higher levels of the good stuff, and it packs surprising results. Is it legal in Wisconsin? Of course. Is it potent? You bet. Will you love it? I'm sure of it. Stop by one of our Madison locations or visit findyourhealthyplace.com, type in high five, and our website will hook you up.
It's easy to say things. Anyone can do that.
Look closer.
Meaning what you say, that's a little harder. And a little harder to find. But at US Cellular, when we say you get unlimited data for $29.99 per line, we don't mean only if you get 4 lines. We mean $29.99 per line, even 1. Plus, every plan is price protected for every customer.
Tyson boneless buffalo bites and hot wings have that tasty kick of flavor, so they're perfect for any get-together. If there are any left when your guests arrive. Tyson Anytizers Chicken. More kicks of flavor, more smiling snackers, more to love. Tyson.
Arby's, 2 for $7. Every day. Au jus. In case your French dip gets thirsty. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
DePaco Credit Union protects your well-being, supports you through life's many surprises. Because when our members love life, it makes a brighter community for all. DePaco can help you be well.
With the Pick and Save app, no matter where you order free pickup, you get the same great deals as you'd get in our stores. So start your cart today.
Whenever, wherever.
Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The Lake Home and Cabin Show, January 27 through 29, Alliant Energy Center.
6:50, time for the morning sprint.
It has been a long time since Wisconsin Badger football fans were this excited heading into a season, and the program hopes that translates into a boost in demand for season tickets. The ordering period for the upcoming 2023 season is now open and will run through March 15th. The 2023 season ticket package is available for a total of $378, which covers 1 ticket per game. The upcoming home schedule includes 7 games at Camp Randall Stadium, with 5 of them being Big Ten Conference matchups and 2 non-conference.
Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers is taking his talents to the Lynx next week. Rodgers will be taking part in the 2023 Pebble Beach Pro-Am. He announced the move yesterday during his appearance on the Pat McAfee Show. He is joining a star-studded list of celebrities competing in the tournament, including Bill Murray, former Giants catcher Buster Posey, and former Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald.
Wisconsin sports fans will soon be able to bet on games at Potawatomi Casino Hotel in Milwaukee. It will be built in the location of the Northern Lights Theater. Construction will begin soon, but the casino announced this week a temporary sports book will be up and running within the next 2 or 3 weeks. A permanent sports book should be finished by the end of the year.
UW system officials saying they will ban the use of TikTok on system devices. This comes nearly after half of the states nationwide had blocked this popular social media app. Earlier this month, Governor Tony Evers banned its use on state-owned devices, citing potential risks to privacy, safety, and security.
The reality of human trafficking in Dane County was highlighted by survivors, activists, and concerned residents last night. The issue took center stage during a Public Protection and Judiciary Committee meeting. You can learn more up on channel3000.com.
Vice President Kamala Harris will be in Monterey Park, California today to visit with community members affected by last week's mass shooting. 11 people died after a gunman opened fire at a dance studio during a Lunar New Year celebration. Investigators are still looking into the relationships the gunman may have had with those victims.
Another top-ranking politician is in hot water this morning after more classified documents were found, this time at former VP Mike Pence's home in Indiana. The discovery was made by one of Pence's lawyers. The documents marked as classified have been turned over to the FBI. It is unknown exactly what they are related to or what their level of classification is.
The Biden administration is finalizing plans to send American American M1 Abrams tanks to Ukraine. An announcement about the tanks could be a part of an attempt to break a diplomatic logjam with Germany, which indicated to the U.S. last week that it would not send its Leopard tanks to Ukraine unless the U.S. also agreed to send its M1 Abrams tanks. It is unclear when those tanks would be delivered.
The U.S. Justice Department is suing Google for monopolizing the online advertising space. The complaint alleges Google has used anti-competitive mergers to acquire rivals, and that Google has bullied advertisers into using its proprietary technology products. The suit marks the Biden administration's first blockbuster antitrust case against a big company. The Trump administration also sued Google in 2020. That case is still ongoing.
Amazon is expanding its push into healthcare with a $5 per month unlimited generic prescription drug delivery service. The plan is called RX Pass. It includes 60 generic prescription drugs that treat a variety of common conditions like allergies, inflammation, and high blood pressure. Amazon says the delivery service will launch immediately in most states, including here in Wisconsin.
The Federal Trade Commission has ordered Credit Karma to pay $3 million for misleading customers. The agency alleges the Personal Finance Committee used so-called pre-approvals to deceive consumers into applying for credit cards and products they were not eligible for. The FTC says that wasted consumers' time and could have negatively impacted their credit scores. Credit Karma pushed back in a strongly worded statement. It insists it fundamentally disagrees with the FTC's allegations and calls them baseless.
And the price at the pump starting to tick up again. AAA says it's due to higher demand based on milder temperatures and a rise in the cost of oil per barrel. Monday, average prices for the gallon of gas were up 12 cents compared to last week.
All right, the snow continues to spread from the south to the north into southern Dane County. Madison seeing the snow. It's been pretty moderate snow here in the Janesville area. Snow-covered roads on I-94 through Janesville, and now we are starting to see that snow accumulate a little bit on the roads here in the Madison area as well. So some light snow, pretty steady throughout the morning hours. After the noon hour, it should start to become more scattered, so it won't be as heavy or as widespread. Scattered snow showers continuing even into this evening. Temperatures generally in the low 30s, northeast wind picking up, and we'll see the on and off snow showers throughout the day today. It doesn't look like anything heavy, at least in the Madison area. Of course, we have the winter weather advisory in effect for areas to the south, Rock County and also Walworth County. About an inch in the Madison area, maybe picking up closer to 2 inches, it looks like, down to the south in Rock County toward Janesville. Maybe a flurry tomorrow. Another chance of maybe a little bit of accumulation Friday, a little bit more accumulation Saturday. Then those temperatures really bottom out next week with temperatures only in the teens for highs, overnight lows in the single numbers, and maybe even getting below zero. So get ready for some really bitterly cold weather as we close out January going into February.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Live look in Janesville, snow is falling. We're back with an update at 7:26.